Now we're going. Okay. Presumably.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. All right. Sorry. You also need to stream on Discord so I can see what's happening.
I forgot about that. It's been so long, man.
I know. We're so out of shape.
Okay.
In a corner of that small,
Oh, I love
dark
Oberdin.
room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss.
In time,
soft,
you will know
almost
the
growl-like
tragic
sound.
hiss of the ventilator.
Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the dark.
Furiously.
You see it, Wilson? He yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air.
Wilson.
My sick
I
moves with
raised
this
my
cane.
dark lantern shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me.
Little do we know, there's no
You
more.
see it,
The
Wilson?
victim's most
There's
perplexing
beans
final
afoot.
words. The speckled band.
Little do we know, there's no more gameplay in this game.
I believe this
It's just like this for the
is
entire
the
rest of the
point
case.
she referred
It's just the Sonic storybook series
Yeah.
for the
to
rest of
was
the
an
game.
enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened
That's-
to strike.
I don't like the word
It truly
adder.
was the most terrible
Would you prefer
speckled
it to be a
band I
subtractor?
had ever seen.
Multiplier.
Markiplier.
That's how they. That's how. Steamship Beria? Is that like
I guess.
Alberia?
So then, let us unwrap this
Probably.
mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
I like
What
this
is
guy's
with the guy
face.
on the right?
The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest
Hang on,
the
we
bolt was
haven't met
tampered with in any
Sholmes
way.
yet, right?
No,
this is like
this
the
is the
first
first
time
time
we're
we've seen
seeing
him.
It appeared to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim
Oh,
scrawled a
we've
message on
got
the floor.
we've got a scrawl in. Oh, he's writing in Cyrillic.
From this upset bottle.
It's actually upside down. It reads 1,130.
Russian now and then. And the letters are well
Seven.
formed.
It says Lape build.
Countless printers of the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same
What?
man.
This game is so
In
British.
fact, I deduce it was
Yeah.
written by someone of a different nationality.
Wow.
What
really,
oriental
Sholmes?
scrawling is this?
This paper seal was placed just prior to
Dude,
his-
open the door before you do that. Are you real? He just gassed the room, dude.
What have we here?
There's someone inside. He just gassed that person.
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one
You're about. What is your object permanence like, man? He's been here at least 50 minutes. Like, he's been here at least 50 seconds to our view, probably more to you.
Oh.
This is murder.
Oh,
I need cabin locked from inside.
Ah, yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you? And where have
I
you
like
come
how the
from?
Japanese person
I'm
has a
great
stronger British
consultant
accent.
Detective, the only one in the world. Herlock Sholmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
In this universe, do Sherlock Holmes stories still exist?
I don't know. I really hope they address that. It'd be really funny. It's like, oh, I was very inspired by this detective that I used to read about.
The stories are still called Sherlock Holmes in this universe.
They just bypass all of the reasons these weren't localized.
Yeah. One of the... I guess
Oh.
we were the ones in the cabinet.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those games, huh?
Honestly, forget the handcuffs. Why are we on the boat? We still don't know that.
You see Nagito looking at you from the side.
Yeah, Mr. N Alpha, could you please show your hands and show that one of them's not a corpse hand?
I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are true cold-blooded man. He's very disgruntled. What?
Criminal with an
Why is
F?
criminal spelled with a K? Like, you can't discern the difference in how you enunciate C versus K in that word. You don't get to get away with that because you're
Criminal?
Russian.
Criminal?
Criminal. That's really gross.
Hey, since we're not in person, we can eject as much spit as we like.
I just got this computer. I'm going to refrain from ejecting large amounts of phlegm onto it.
Maybe that's the secret to make your laptop work properly.
Yeah, you know what? Haven't really thought about that. Maybe you're right.
Just one more thing. I'm Columbo.
There's only one thing. Oh, hi. Oh, it's gonna be one of these. Wait, this is just case 2 from game 1 of
Yeah.
Ace Attorney. Come
We're
on.
we're the Maya.
Well, no, we've been framed by Red White already.
Yeah, but we were the ones who were found passed out next to the body.
Oh, I see what you mean. Wait, so then is this going to be like a reverse of it? Because like later, then they're going to be like, you're right, it couldn't have been Rinosuke. Therefore, it had to be Susato, and then we have to defend her.
I would bet money on it.
Where's Kazuya?
Oh, is he dead? Is that why he's not going to be the main guy?
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it, there's the katana on the ground. Are we gonna find out that we got gold leaf all over our hands?
How many different murder games can we reference? You know what I'm thinking? Well, we don't know how, like, overarching plot this game is for an Ace Attorney. If it is heavy overarching plot, I would guess that somehow we're Kazuma and we, like, got hypnotized or something.
I have a suspicion we're not gonna go that far off the deep end, but I don't know, at this point it could be anything.
Yeah, because we don't know, like, how wild Great Ace Attorney is. Because this is, like, the first Ace Attorney we've played together where neither of us know what's happening.
It's true. I can still picture your headband inexplicably billowing in the non-existent wind.
I'm sad that there isn't, like, the headband laid on the chalk outline still billowing up into the air.
The chalk outline is floating through the sky.
Does Ryonosuke not, like, have family? Did he just, like, run away? I know why we killed him now.
It's been 50 days till we dock in Great Britain.
It will have been. Those Russians.
Those Russians.
Is this the first time Russia has been mentioned in an Ace Attorney?
No, there was, no, remember Olga
Did
from
she?
Case 4? Yeah, she straight up says she's from Russia.
Huh.
Like, that whole place is themed
Yeah,
as
I know
like a
it was
Russian-
like. I remember it was like clearly supposed to be. I didn't remember if they explicitly said so.
No, they do. They explicitly say that it's Russian.
Wait, I just realized I was not paying attention. Okay, Mikotaba is here.
Oh.
She doesn't know that Kazuma is this sneaky boy.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Sure.
I'm back. Sorry.
Nice.
My roommate just got back and they were working a concert and then they brought a friend over and I wasn't anticipating that, so I had to go out and like humor the guests for a bit. But now I'm here.
Had to,
And it seems that Ryunosuke supposes so.
had to maitre d' your own apartment.
Yeah, for real.
But I feel like there's a better... They could make better choices than this. Like, this is... The flashback is literally just like, wow, thanks for getting out of that suitcase. Now go hide inside the cabinet.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, the most obvious solution here is just the steward killed him, right?
Yeah.
Like, but there's gotta be something.
I mean, it
Here,
is
that's
case
gonna-
2, so
Yeah, but
I tell
okay,
you what.
but even later in, like, case 2 for game 1 of Ace Attorney ever, it makes sense to be the most obvious.
Yeah,
But,
okay. That's
like,
true.
case 2 of this late in the franchise, I don't know.
That's true, yeah. $15? Was he hiding inside a suitcase for 15 days? And now he's gonna... The plan was to hide inside the cabinet for another 15?
It's been 15 days since we left at sea.
Bengal, please don't scratch the screen.
Aww. Is Bengal being a naughty little boy?
Yeah, when he stretches in his sleep, he just sticks out his paw as far as he can, sticks out all of his claws, and then just rakes it across my laptop.
That,
Sometimes
that's a classic Bengal move.
yeah, he almost has pulled a key out of its place before.
Really?
Yeah, like, his claws, like, dig underneath, and I see the key, like, start to tilt and, like, make bad sounds.
Uh-oh. Bengal, you dork. Murderer.
Murder. Murderer.
You good, bud?
I just-
Murderer.
Murder. I was originally trying to reference what was her name? Tisiphone from Hades, but that is not her voice. No one else could have done it. No one else called him their best friend.
No. So true, bestie. That's it, he's the criminal.
Our eye lasers are charging up. Are these not the same question?
No, absolutely not. You would be a fool to think so.
What if he's still hiding inside the suitcase? Yeah, because autopsies haven't been invented. Yeah, why doesn't Ryunosuke just explain why he was in the cabinet? Like, she won't believe him, but at least he can say.
At least he can say it, and then like when it comes back that everything is fine, he can just be like, "I told you so." And then he dies because he was put on death row.
Man, imagine if I could read that. I would be so pro at this game.
And guys, when I finally learn how to read these things, I'm gonna be unstoppable.
I'm now seeing that vent.
Now it's my turn to
Oh,
ask
there
you a
we go.
question. Okay, shoot. Fuck you.
That's not a question.
It's been 2 weeks. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
It's been 5 seconds since I sang this song.
Cocked your head to the side and said stop.
Why is Susato here? We still don't know that. Reason in orange. It's on the prime meridian. London is the center of the world, according to England. Then my death would be avenged. Cosimo was secretly a ghost the whole time. Cosmo-sama was always saying the same thing, that he was secretly a ghost who was dead the whole time. I never understood what he meant by that.
It's like he was keeping these weird secrets. I wish he would just tell me what he means.
We don't actually... I don't actually... Okay, yeah. The flashback didn't go that far. So he's been... Okay, so he hasn't spent 2 weeks inside the suitcase. He spent 2 weeks inside the closet. I mean, some people have
It's
to spend
okay.
much
I'm
longer.
glad he had the courage. We worked up the courage to be able to, you know, talk about it.
We made, we made like the same joke.
Some people spend a lot longer in the closet.
Man, I hope the audio levels are working. Oh, Bingo licked my hand. I really don't want to doubt you, but I'll do it anyways. That's because I'm strong. I'm very good at doubting people. Have they not invented chalk? Is this a tape outline?
I guess so. I guess tape would have been invented before chalk. Yeah.
I have no idea. Because chalk is just a rock. Like, you can find it.
Nah, it's made of fish bones.
Then again, I don't know if they would have chalk on a boat. Boy.
What?
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 Did she karate him into the ceiling?
The Susato takedown.
She's the best.
She can snap you into a Slim Jim, dude.
I genuinely don't know what pose is in. Is he dangling from the ceiling? Because his head isn't on the ground, at least. Did she snap his neck?
Yeah, his head just detached from his body.
She turned him into the Headless Horseman. Wait, if she's... Oh, we gotta prove. Well, I guess it's this.
Yeah.
Oops. I don't remember what button to press. Okay, it's just left click. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to go back and present, not from here. But yeah, and the point is Kazuma was the only one who could have written this.
Azuma Mishima wins.
Yes!
Yeah, he sort of reverse locked roomed himself into there. Is there going to be a trial for this? We're on a boat.
Oh, trial.
Yeah, are we going to, like, is the culprit going to have to walk the plank?
There's mutiny in this here courtroom.
In Russian.
Das mutiny in this here.
Thank you for putting my head back on. Conjuring trick. The first grammar eye.
I also still have my sick muscles.
If you try to disturb the crime scene, it's right back into the ceiling with you. Is that an arm? That does not look like a roast chicken. What is that supposed to be? Is that the bone? What bone is that?
I don't know. It's not the wishbone. It's like it looks like it's two bones stuck together.
Yeah. They just snapped two bones. They welded two bones together. He starved to death from missing one meal.
She really is Maya's ancestor, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, no. Well.
Oh, this is the examination tutorial.
Oh yeah, huh? We haven't done that before, huh? I was thinking, like, how do I move the camera around? I probably just forgot. Using
Lawyer's
BM.
superpower numbers. Use BM. Well, Susato, you could use BM too, if you actually knew what any of that was.
My field of vision, like, is the idea that he, like, got special look sideways glasses to enable him to turn his head. Oh, it's because she broke his neck. He has to remember how to move his head back and forth. The skid mark from when he didn't wipe. And then just, like,
This must
scooted
be it.
across the floor like a
This
dog.
this was a really big poopy.
He's imagining him, like, you know, like when dogs, like, try to wipe their butt on, like, a rug by just, like, scooting.
Yes, Jeffrey, I definitely saw that in my head when you first said that.
Well, what if I say it several more times? Will that be beneficial to us and the viewers?
You know, I don't know about the viewers, but it definitely is helping me.
Kazuma's secret was that he was cute.
I wouldn't have been his friend if I had known that. I would have been his lover.
Now that I'm finally out of this closet. every case in this game starts with coming out of the closet.
If it doesn't, we can certainly find a way.
Passengers must not die. Is she gonna call Ryunosuke the pet? Hey!
Oh my god. You were getting on my good side, game, and then you didn't.
Oh, straight and true. Dang it. I guess we never had a shot. Well, certainly I can look at it, like an innocent person would be able to do.
Or you see, no guilty person would be able to look at this the same way that I, an innocent person, am capable of doing so.
Would a guilty person do this? The word justice, it blinds me. Yes, they would, but I wouldn't do that because I am innocent.
Because I am not one of those guilty people. Do you see now? Susato, over here. Susato, please. Look. Look at my innocence.
Tap the bob. I like how, like, put out she looks. Like,
That is such a... Are you fucking serious, man? Face.
it's the more subtle ancestor of the Phoenix Wright face where he's, like, bent hunched over sweating. Like, what is this witness talking about?
Yeah, that is true.
I was hoping she would just leave us there and we would have to do the rest of the investigation upside down. Also, how is it a takedown if she's, like, throwing him into the ceiling?
A very Athena question.
You know, this is probably the ancestor of Phoenix's back problems.
Could be.
A ventilator? The ventilator killed him. The ventilator.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
It's... You see, the person in the next door cabin is a living plant man.
My God.
Where did he come from? Did Susanoo
Why,
throw
why
him
did
into the
he
ceiling?
phase into existence?
Yeah, he's the ghost.
Ah, you found my invincibility cloak.
Is he a ghost or just European?
They're both white as hell. Did he come into the little tube?
Yeah, that's what it looks
Did he
like.
funnel his way in here? Did he like spoot himself out like a little slime glob?
Yeah, he squeezed out like toothpaste.
Good expression.
Yeah. I'll aim my scope at him and shoot him with a conversation bullet.
No, that's... Oh, sorry.
No, that's Sholmes.
My man is prostrating himself. Okay. Your boobs.
I'm thinking, you know how there's the thing where like some of the Sherlock Holmes stories are public domain, but then some others aren't?
Yes.
And so you can't have Sherlock Holmes show emotion because of the claim that that only happened in the later books, so that's still under copyright?
I do... Yeah, you know, now that you've said that, I have heard that.
I wonder, can they just... Before any of the Sherlock Holmes stories went into public domain, could you get away with calling someone Sherlock Holmes if they were just a bumbling idiot? Because they're like, him being a bumbling idiot isn't in any of the original stories, so that makes this an original character.
Yeah, to what degree does the Sherlock Holmes statute stretch? Like, what is Sherlock Holmes' own jurisdiction over, aside from the plots of its stories and its character likenesses, right?
Yeah.
Because if your name does the specific name Sherlock Holmes count as a character likeness if it's not like the character? Like,
What if someone is just named, like a real person is named Sherlock Holmes, and you're like, no, it's based on my buddy, Sherlock Holmes from Alabama.
I would be very curious to know if there is a
If you named your
Sherlock
son
Holmes
Sherlock
living in
Holmes,
Alabama.
if you named your son Sherlock Holmes and he showed emotion, would the Arthur Conan Doyle estate come and attack him for showing emotion?
Yes, because we all know in the world of legal copyright, the best way to go about defending your property is to attack all those who defile it.
Yeah, with a whip or a falcon or something.
I'm sorry. What? Why are those the options we're perusing specifically?
It's Ace Attorney world. If you want to do legal business, you have to whip someone with a whip, or have a falcon attack them.
Okay, I thought we were still just stuck on the whole Sherlock Holmes from Alabama
We
bit,
are.
and I'm like, what? Just play the fucking game, Jeff.
If you attack someone with a whip in a courtroom, will Capcom sue you for copyright infringement?
Only if you have blue hair and are 14. And debatably German.
Also, what language are any of them supposed to be speaking? Are they speaking English?
No, I think they're speaking Japanese, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't know if Herlock is supposed to know Japanese. I'm pretty sure when it's just Susato and Ryunosuke, they are speaking Japanese. But I don't know if Herlock speaks it. What? Beribid? Is beribid a real word?
Ribboned? I believe it's pronounced Barabond.
That's what I was gonna pronounce it that way, yeah. Barabond, the guy who set the home run world record.
Yogi Barabond. The name's Bond. Yogi Barabond. Oh, he's hot.
Yeah, that's right. We were secretly Russian the whole time.
Jesus. It's the fact that it gets blurrier the further you get.
Yeah. The music made it sound like a game over, like she killed him.
I know, we lost a life.
Yeah. For pity's sake. Because you were venturing towards foreign climes, therefore you're a Russian assassin who's killed 16 people and is planning to blow up the Crystal Tower. Observation of trifles. I look at a trifle and go, cool trifle. And then
Much
bam.
like how hand-holding is the basis for making babies.
I'm trying to think who would be the worst person in Ace Attorney to have to give the talk to.
Pearl.
No, because Pearl's actually a kid, though. Like, Pearl, at least it makes sense that she would need the talk. I'm thinking, like...
Oh, who needs it that doesn't have it yet?
Yeah.
That would be, like, the worst. Well, Pearl's technically 18 now, and she probably still doesn't know what it is.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, God. Who in the Ace Attorney universe doesn't know what that is? I'm, like, trying to think of through all of the fucking different cases, and I'm trying to think of any character that would come to mind that wouldn't know what that is.
I mean, my first thought was Larry.
Larry probably doesn't.
Yeah. Like, you can see that being a line in Ace Attorney. He's like, you held her hand, and then he pulls Phoenix aside and is like, Phoenix, you're a great guy. I know you're going to be a great father, but please treat her right. And Phoenix is like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, like, what?
It's good to see that no member of Phoenix Wright's family has ever heard of a thing.
Yeah. They serve as exposition machines to us, the audience that does not exist in the world of them, that I guess Phoenix doesn't really either. Hairlock. Alright, I'll give that one to them. That one's pretty funny.
I have hair. They can't even be like, Herlock is such a common British name. Randst magazine. Is this supposed to be like Rand Street? What is Randst an actual name?
I don't know. I'm gonna look this up.
Randst. Randiest. Also, yeah, so the short stories do exist in this universe. Are they based off of him, or did he style himself after the short stories?
Oh, the joke is because the title comes from the Strand magazine, where the original Sherlock Holmes stories were published.
Oh. Ha ha ha. Wait, but yeah, okay. You can read all about my exploits, full of wonderful... Okay, so I guess he's trying to say that the short stories are based off of himself. But... So is he the writer of these, or is he just some dude who the real author, Carther Donan Soyle, just like met and was like, you would be cool to be a protagonist?
I think the idea that his last name is Soyle is what really sells that for me.
I forgot what letters were.
Carther Donan Soyle. Oh, that's powerful shit. I'm waiting for that pipe to just spew, like, either bubbles or pure flame. Like, some absurd bullshit's gonna come out of that pipe.
That's definitely...
Like, he's just gonna blow on it, there's like a mini nuclear explosion.
Or he's gonna blow on it and like a little puppet of himself is gonna pop out the end.
It's just Mr. Hat comes out of the other end. Because Ace Attorney likes to suck its own dick.
Yeah. Is the biographer... Okay, it's...
Yeah, I
Jim
figured it was gonna be...
Wilson.
Because in the canon, Watson is the one
That's true, yeah.
keeping the stories of Holmes. Which is why I enter my mind temple. Where I play Mind Temple Run. Imagine that's a fucking mini game in this game, where you're doing like the climax reasoning from like all the other Ace Attorney games, but instead of like it being like a red line going across like a blue background, you're just playing Temple Run and you have to select the right path.
That's just Logic Dive.
Yeah. What of it?
We see like the data from his eyes, and he's like looking at Ryunosuke, and it's just a stick figure with handcuffs on. That's the extent of the data he gathered. Wait, so did he... Are those his own personal handcuffs?
That's what I was saying, was like, this game is making me think of... Making me think that... It's trying to make me think one thing that it is very clearly implying another.
I was hoping like Sherlock's footprints would just be all over it now. He can't read Japanese. He couldn't read the note that was on the closet. He knows enough Japanese to read a diary, but not enough to read the words "keep out." Oh, bingo. He knows Japanese in the sense that he knows that Japanese exists.
He knows that Japanese is real.
I don't know what half of these are. What is Mikado or Nado Nado?
Bonsai.
Oh, bingo, bingo, that's the power button. That's a good laugh.
Good laugh.
Okay, and the fact that he said, "I know a smattering of Japanese," confirms that he must have been speaking to them in English. It was just himself whistling. He was like, what's that whistling coming from? I need to stop whistling so I can hear where the whistling is coming from. Excellent deduction. I'm also thinking, does that mean that Kazuma, like, saw a speckled band dangling out of the ventilator and was like, this is incredible, I gotta make a note of this in my diary, I've never seen a speckled band before.
Yes.
Man, boat rides used to be real boring back in the 1800s, huh?
I don't want to think about that, man. Imagine what you would be doing on a boat sailing across the entirety of the ocean, like from one end to the other.
Yeah.
During that amount of time. Like,
did they say how much longer?
That takes a long ass time with the kinds of boats we have today.
Does the Suez Canal even exist at this point either? Because if not, they have to go all the way around the end of Africa.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think the Suez Canal existed, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Hold on, I'm looking this up because I don't know when they stopped going around the Cape of Good Hope.
Yeah.
To do that, Suez Canal. Let's see. I mean, I think the Suez Canal always technically existed, but it was a matter of who owned it at the time, right?
I mean, it must have been built at some point because it's a canal.
Well, the Suez Canal Company was formed in 1858. Which was when it was
when this game
built.
takes place.
This takes place at like the end of the turn of the century, right? Into the 1900s.
Yeah, you're right.
So, okay, the Suez Canal did exist at that point.
Okay.
But it would have been new. It would have, or at least it would have been like it would have only been a couple of decades old.
Okay.
Because it would have, I think it opened in 1870.
All right.
As you can see, it says.
I love that they had to include like a Cyrillic font just for that one bit of dialogue. The victim was. We know that he. Okay, I guess we don't know. Garderobe.
Robert Guard.
He was just telling us to guard Rob. Man, Sholmes is really completely undeterred by getting something wrong, huh?
I mean, I feel like that's what makes you a detective in Ace Attorney.
Yeah, that's true.
Gumshoe is undeterred because he just doesn't know he's wrong. Fulbright is undeterred because that's his entire fucking character. And Emma's undeterred because she doesn't give a shit. Actually, Emma's probably the most deterred of all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
She's just jaded and sad all the time.
Seen him like what? Dead? Wait.
Actively taking a shit? Did you see his face, man?
Yeah.
That's what you look like when you empty your bowels. Which I guess
That's what
you
the
do
skid
when you
mark
die,
is.
so...
Yeah, that's what the skid mark is from. How do we know it's... Oh, right, because we see it. I was going to say, the picture's in black and white. How do we know it's purple ink? Do you think he's going to be mistaken for another nationality in every chapter?
I hope so. It's like the logic of when they make sequels to Knives Out, how they just need to have the detective's accent be inexplicably different for every single installment of it and never explain it.
Yeah. This morning's paper? How do they have this morning's paper?
Yeah, how do they have that? Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Villain Bolshevik.
Villain Bolshevik.
Revolutionary. Communism is bad.
Is bad. Staunch government official, I'm a communist, was interviewed. We now go to famed news reporter Socialism.
The revolution he's leading is one in the cosmetics world. Returning from Afghanistan? He went from Afghanistan to Shanghai back to Russia?
Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. Even with the Suez Canal intact.
Yeah.
That's just geographically a really stupid decision.
Wait, has Ryunosuke never heard of Afghanistan? I guess it makes sense because they're speaking English. He might not know the English name.
For Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's look.
But what if the picture is in Russian too?
Yeah, what if the T is inexplicably fast?
I'm just gonna, while he's talking, I'm gonna look at it. How do I rotate? Arrow keys? Yeah, arrow keys.
Oh, hello. Is that a ballet dancer?
You just put on his glasses. Now it's in focus. It's Anastasia. We were in the middle of a conversation with him. He's not popping up. Ballerina. Pavlova.
Nikolina Pavlova.
Pavlova is a dessert. I don't know what Nikolina is a pun about.
I can't work that out either. Rubles!
Nickel in a? Maybe it's like there's a nickel in the Pavlova? Does that mean anything?
I don't want to look it up in the case that this is... I mean, this is obviously going to be an important character later, so I'm not going to look it up.
Nah, she's probably just in the newspaper.
Okay, never mind. Let's look it up. Dude, I missed late night Denev chicken tenders right now.
Yeah.
They don't... You know Denev late night isn't even open right now?
Oh man. That sucks.
Like, they just don't have it open. They just reopened Feast last week.
Oh.
Dude, and even then, the dining halls are just a shell of their former selves.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Like, Covell got remodeled. It looks nicer, but all the food is like Mediterranean now, and they give you even less portions. And Denev is just sad.
Dang.
They literally have food trucks on campus right now for the sake of making up for it. And to be fair, the food trucks are solid.
That's nice.
No, it's not. It is literally no replacement for what we lost in the war.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo.
Ligma balls?
Ligma ballerina?
Ligma Pavlova? Nicoligma Pavlova?
Hey, Robbie.
One sec.
Got some fries?
Sure.
Hold on, I'm being offered fries. This isn't important.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Do you have somewhere to go?
fries eaten, calories burned, Ace Attorney, great, hotel, Trivago.
Nice. You did have somewhere to go.
Do you have somewhere to go? Yes, Gromit, we need to find the wrong trousers. Now, why do you call it of in? When you of in the cold food, of out hot, eat the food. See, it just doesn't make sense to me.
That's one of Sholmes' deductions.
That's why I'm waiting for him to say that.
From the handcuffs on your wrist, I deduce that you are handcuffed. Now he's going to accuse Susato of being the revolutionary.
My man's got knees.
Knees can tell you much about the character of a man.
What is a man? A miserable pile of knees.
Man, his normal behavior is like a culprit breakdown. Like that frantic plea to camera and then like doubling over laughing. You would think that we had just exposed him.
Yeah, that was a strangely overly dramatic decision.
She's just
She just throws us into the cabin.
I thought she was gonna karate chop his handcuffs in half. Instead, she's just yelling at him for complaining about being handcuffed. Oh, I guess I need to talk to this guy. N Alpha. Why would his grandmother say that? Wait. They've been traveling from Japan for 14 days and they're still not at Hong Kong?
Yeah, that I was going to ask, like, what's the timeline here?
Yeah, I don't know how long boats take, but that seems slow. Also, especially if the revolutionary is supposed to have gotten on from Shanghai. What about a magnet? What have I not investigated? Bell cord? Oh, ring for assistance. They're so excited to ring a bell. Yeah, there's a murder. I don't think room service is on the top of their priorities. I like how you set it up in order to create that gap. I see. By setting the books in a certain order, we summoned a crewman. These books form a magic sigil. Is this dude just gonna be following us around for the whole game?
Oh. Oh my god. It took me a second. I forgot about him. And I remembered the cough. Oh, I hope he's just around everywhere. God, that just revealed to me how long it's been since we played this last.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he hasn't explained what's going on with his coughing either.
Yeah,
Like we still don't know what's up with that.
because I remember predicting it was just gonna be like he has like each time he lifts his hand, his mouth, he's just like eating a packet of ketchup. But they never use it as a gag, so it might actually be serious. He had one job. Nice, he's emotionally vulnerable. We can get him to give us permission
Let's
to
abuse
leave.
that.
I just picture like when you get like the mono coins in Danganronpa and it pops up and it shows nice.
And it's just nice.
But instead of a mono coin, it's just emotional vulnerability. Nice.
Nice. It's like the consent thing, but it just says
Yeah.
emotionally vulnerable.
Oh my gosh.
I agree
he's
with
V
that.
emotionally vulnerable. Well, what if I use my psychic mind powers to move the handle of the door? It's okay, my neck has already been snapped. My neck is like a Toblerone.
Sorry, just the sheer lack of context for that line really kind of sold me on that. My neck is like a Toblerone. No one has a more prismatic neck than I do.
Yeah. That's one of the lines in the Gaston song. No one's neck is incredibly prismatic as Gaston. Also, every time they ding at me, my controller vibrates and it always startles me. Thanks. I like that she's giving us a tutorial on how to show people things.
My favorite things about Ace Attorney tutorials are that everything is a very basic action, but they have to walk you through how to do it in reality, and it just makes the protagonist look like, I have pockets?
Yeah.
You keep things in pockets? I can take things out of my pockets?
I can read something, and by reading, The information will enter my mind.
All right, let's slow down there, buddy. I don't think we're ready for that quite yet. One step at a time.
What am I doing? Wait, I can't present. How do I present? Back? Oh, present. Wait, what am I presenting?
Something for Hosonaga. I think it's the
Just
whatever would be helpful for us to know. Probably the seal, right? Because we still don't know anything about that.
Well, the seal was put on by Kazuma, and that shows that we couldn't have hid ourselves in there. I mean, is there any penalty for presenting? It's just like showing him stuff. As you know, Inspector. Oh, this is helping Hosonaga investigate. Okay. What kind of person calls something a speckled band? Like, I feel like I would just as soon just call it like some long blobby thing. So what was that like prologue thing that of the story where the speckled band was an adder? Is that supposed to be like the short story that Herlock Sholmes wrote? And then this case is similar to it?
I guess.
Because I can't tell if it's like supposed to be like a Frank Saw It situation where it's like, this is the twist, now how will you figure out how to get to it? Or if that's supposed to mislead us. Just lift up a foot and then put it in front of the other foot and keep doing that and we can walk out of this cabin.
Just the constant, like, Jesus Christ, why is that so loud?
I know. It's the loudest sound in
It's
this
so
game.
obnoxious.
Yonosuke's never been in a corridor.
For 2 fucking weeks? Dude, what did you eat?
Yeah, I guess it's saying like Cosmo like smuggled food to him, I guess, because that's what they're talking about with like the roast chicken. But yeah, how is he not insane? Like, brings the whole ship to it. Chalk, it has been invented.
I think this is what's called cheese, Gromit. Not even Wensleydale.
Yeah, how they don't have cheese?
What a disastrous time to be alive. What did the Italians do?
Well, Italy had cheese. I guess Japan just didn't. That's wild to me. Wait, did Japan have cows? When did are cows native to Japan? I guess they wouldn't be, right? Because it's an island. How would they get there? Okay, yeah, he was sharing with Cosmo for food. That sucks for both of them, man. He's really Harry Pottering it up. Oop. Hey, his name is Benai.
He needs to get a shirt that fits. For all of our sakes.
And why is he like tiger striped? Is he the speckled band? Ryunosuke doesn't understand how boats work. Oh no. prediction, then what was the whistling?
The guy that was like, was this his voice? I think that was his voice.
The guy was like,
He was like, You little third-class lady's maid.
beef stroganoff. Okay.
That's a little bit much for me personally. Beef stroganoff.
If they're traveling in secret, wouldn't this kind of give them away? Like, hello, unremarkable person, come right this way to first class. I'm not an animal. I will move you into the ocean using my words instead. Grimsby Roylott.
Rhymes. What?
Royal. Grimsby.
Grime.
Roylott. Grimes. This is the most important puzzle. Royal.
Grime.
Beeroy? Grimace?
Grimes.
Beeroy? Grimes?
Green. Green.
Maybe it's supposed to be swapped like Lotroy? Like lottery?
Oh, lottery. Green.
I'm moving on.
A Western gentleman.
Westerners have never murdered.
All right, so we're just getting straight racist here.
Yeah. Hey, this time he didn't say it in Cyrillic, so now we understand him. that was confident of her. I'm trying to think, like, is there going to be a revelation of what caused these stripes? Did a shopping cart run over his face or something?
Yeah, it is really weird that he has that pattern on his face. My man is just pepperminted up.
Yeah.
But before you go, give Stroganoff big Russian man hug.
When the lobster whistles on top of the mountain. Yes, I understand.
Or as Japanese say, when cheese exists.
Yes, we saw this. I like how they have to have the same conversation before knocking on the door as they did earlier.
It wouldn't be an Ace Attorney game without inconsistent object permanence. That's new. Oh, fuck, here he is. I'm about to break the door down and no one can stop me.
When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges.
I love that he swung in from the side of the screen to dramatically pose and announce he's going to break the door down.
Yeah. The door isn't even bolted. We can just open it. Because he didn't get to kick the door down, now he's just like kicking furiously in front of himself.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is what they used as the demo for the Holmes investigation.
I didn't watch the demo.
Okay.
I mean, like, I knew that it was a thing. I just chose not to watch it because I didn't want to spoil myself.
Yeah, that's probably wise. But now it makes sense. I guess this is the very first time we're getting to use Sholm power.
Alright, I'm gonna make a quick call real fast. So, what are we trying to figure out here? That where's this? Where the scream came from? Even that we just heard like a woman scream in here, and all we can find is this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a call that this guy is actually the woman that just screamed in disguise, and that's my call. That it's just that they're trying to divert our attention away from something.
Hang on.
I'm going to make a further call and say that the woman is probably the ballet dancer.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with all of that. Also, does he just have like a bunch of copies of this magazine to hand out to people every time anyone's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That's absolutely on brand for this man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's using it like a business
Yeah,
card.
I was about to say it's his business card. What do you mean this time?
There's a woman inside the suitcase.
fuck?
Using these scissors.
Using these shears.
I'll use these scissors to cut a big cutout that says, "Please help me, Mr. Steward."
It will be in your skin. All right, I'm gonna say we should probably call it here.
What's he
Oh,
doing? Yeah, you're right.
He's he's only there when we need to look for him. Excellent comedic timing, Sherlock. Sorry, Herlock.
Yeah. Excellent comedic chiming.
All right.
Man, I'm glad we're back. This is a good game.
Me too. Have you have you seen any of the oh, are you
Just
quitting
ending,
the
yeah, ending
everything?
this
Cool.
recording and stream.